All right, we'll stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Consider for approval of minutes and the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes and agenda as presented.
I'll
Please
second.
enter your participant or moderator code, followed by the pound key.
All in favor, say aye.
Please say your
Aye.
name, followed by the pound key.
All right, we're happy to have Mary Lou Cleveland here from Veterans Affairs.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I have the third quarter report for my office. I have the numbers there for you with regard to the various activities in my office. They're pretty consistent. I will say that it seems like everybody and their brother came out of the woodwork in September. So I think I had double the number of visits in my office between August and September. So still lots of activity going on, for which I'm very grateful. The high points for like my outreach events in this third quarter was on Saturday, October 2nd. I went to the Coming In Hot event at Heritage Park. It was a really great opportunity. I had a table, good visibility, talked to an awful lot of veterans, quite a few from Winnebago. Several of them have followed up with me. So it just was a really good way to get my name out there, the office, what we do, and directly answer questions. And I also went to the home base Iowa dedications in both Drake and Thompson. And I always enjoy those events, seeing the communities jump on board and really partnering with my office as well. In July was the National Association of County Veteran Service Officers training, and I did that virtually. And it was a really good training. There was some really good information to assist veterans and their widows with federal claims. But I think the bigger thing was the speakers that were there. It was, I don't know if anybody remembers Jessica Lynch. She was the former POW, and she spoke. Wow, what a story she had. And then there's another Navy SEAL that was there, Jason Redmond, and he actually was in a battle, and he was shot in the face, and he's had 40 surgeries since then. He's just a huge defender of veterans, working with wounded warriors, but also just developing some services that could be very life-changing. And then it was a real honor to see the Congressional Medal of Honor winner, Kenneth David. He actually waited close to 50 years for his medal, and I'm trying to verify that he actually was where he said he was, because it was so long ago. Many of the witnesses, his comrades, had passed away, so it was very cool to see him. I will say that it didn't plan on this happening, but I really was pretty jazzed at the end of the training. I just felt like, okay, this is why we do what we do. Like these are veterans, these are real life people. Just the other speakers as well. So that was really exciting. I submitted my state grant allocation report for fiscal year 24-25 in July, and then once that is successfully submitted, we receive our next check, which I received in September. So I have the $10,000 state grant allocation to utilize for fiscal year 25-26, and we do outreach. It just gives me an opportunity to do promotional and outreach with my veterans. In August, I went to KIOW. I've been doing that several times so far this year. I did a morning conversation. Unfortunately, there's a growing number of scams out there for veterans, especially our older veterans, using kind of like an ambulance chaser, but for veterans. And so I just basically confirmed that you need to use a VSO or a legal, like an accredited lawyer. And then it was a good opportunity for me to say, hey, don't go anywhere else. I'm right here in Winnebago County, and gave my phone number and what I do. At the end of August, there was $377,982 coming into Winnebago County from compensation and pension. And I guess I just wanted to share on here that while I know that numbers are a tangible measurement of the benefits that my office provides, I'm very much more motivated by the intangible benefits. And I've had the pleasure in the last couple of months to make phone calls. The one in particular that stands out is a widow whose husband was denied compensation. However, the law changed in 2022, allowed Guam and Thailand to be considered Agent Orange exposed places. So she came in and we were able to find paperwork that had Guam's actually stamped on it, that he was sent there on a ship. And so we were able to get, he unfortunately passed away about 5 years ago from Agent Orange diseases. So we were able to get her the death and indemnity compensation pension, which is a pension that you don't have to jump through any hoops. It acknowledges that that veteran died of a service-connected death based upon military service. She was literally barely making ends meet. I mean, just month to month. And so this is a $1,600 compensation that she'll get, and she cried on the phone when I told her that she was going to get it. And it's not just that, it's also the validation. Maybe he didn't die in vain. I think there's that feeling of like when you're rejected over and over again, it's like, then why did I serve? You said you'd take care of me, and now you're not. So all of those are victories. I've had that opportunity with several other veterans, just to get decisions that are so life-changing for them. So that's why I do what I do. And I'm really grateful for it. And I want to give you, to show what some of what we use for our money is I had these chips made, these little medallions, and one side has my contact information and the other side has Veteran Crisis Line. Dial 988, press 1, your story isn't over. And as you well know, veteran suicide is a huge issue. And I do have veterans that come into my office and tell me stories, and so I've been handing these out and just saying to them, your story isn't over, and it goes in our initial packet. So I just wanted you to have them. So you can see if you ever find a veteran that needs one, you want to hand it out to, and you want me to give you more, I have plenty. But does anybody have any questions or comments for this third quarter?
Sounds like the target keeps moving on all your challenges, but at least it's starting to move in a good way.
Yeah. And now, I will say the government shutdown is, you know, people are calling me, oh, you're still there. Yes, I'm still there, but the problem is everybody in Des Moines, at our regional office, all of our American Legion and VFW reps, they lock the doors and they're furloughed. And that's hard because those are the people that we call when we have issues with our claims. So there is no inquiring on claims right now. You know, what you see is what you get. You can't dig deeper and say, can you help fix this right now? Which is what they were so great about. So we're just, you know, rolling with punches because you can't change that, and continuing with claims, and yeah, still servicing a lot of veterans. So.
Why do you think that there was a surge in September?
You know what, I kind of think it is like the January of the end of the year. I think people do their summer, and then they're like, it's that back to school, everybody kind of gets back into a routine. And I just even feel like it's with older people too, even though they don't have school age kids. And then it's like, it's almost the end of the year. I haven't done this. I don't want to wait till the holidays. And so then, yeah, I had people call, and like, you know, a woman called and said, I think I was in to see you a year ago. I think I'm ready to finish that up now. And, you know, some people that, bless this veteran's heart, but he called me because I think my intent's gonna expire. And I'm like, in 3 days? Well, can we still do something? So we scrambled and got it in at the 11th hour. So I think sometimes people just, I don't know what it is, but maybe the changing in seasons,
Sure.
Or, you know, they want to get organized before the end of the year, just like January. I'm usually pretty busy in January as well. It's that New Year's resolution. This is the year I'm going to do it.
So that certain instance you're talking about, if that would happen today and it's due in 3 days, can you do anything, or is the federal government gonna just?
No, I can put the claims through. They're still allowing claims. I basically just need to get it digitally uploaded so that the date on it is before, like his expired on a Saturday, so a Friday has to be in by Friday. It can't be that Saturday. It's considered 1 year and 1 day.
All right.
So we met and we gathered information, and I mean, it wasn't probably the strongest claim because there was stuff that should have come from him, but you know, it was worth putting it in, and so they're still processing everything.
Yeah, do you have a chance to update that then later?
If he would get it denied, we can do an appeal, and then also we didn't have all the records, so you can put in that the VA has what's called a duty to assist. So they have to help the veteran get all the records, so we did a release of information for his two, outside providers outside the VA. And so, then the VA did send a letter saying, oh, you're responsible for the records too. So I'm now also trying to get the records and can get that in and doesn't mess up the claim, because they're asking for them now. So both the VA and I'm trying to get them. So
Okay.
those are some little extras that you prefer not to do, but there's just circumstances that you need to do that.
Sure.
We'll still work with them. I told them we're gonna figure it out one way or another, so.
Keep up the good work.
All right, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
your time.
Do we need to?
Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the Veterans Affairs report.
I'll second. We have a motion by Derby, seconded by Smith to approve the quarterly report. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right. Consider for
Can you
approval.
guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, consider for approval the sheriff's quarterly report.
What's our jail numbers been averaging then?
Oh, gosh, I can't tell you for certain, but I think we had 15 in there yesterday when I checked.
Fluctuates still.
Oh, it does, every day. For the longest time, seemed like it was 20, give or take, so.
Do you have an update on the repair for the jail?
The Larson contracting stuff, they did that,
It's done.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, sorry about that, I guess I kinda omitted to tell you that, so.
I knew they were gonna be trying to get to it, didn't know when.
Yeah, they did it in 2 stages. They did the one part and then had to come back here just 2 weeks ago
Okay.
and finished up. And we had a jail inspection within that time. Delbert didn't even go back to some of the stuff that was amiss before, so I think we're all copacetic and up to speed. That was a lot less of a repair than I was envisioning in my head, so that's good.
So have those invoices already all come in? They're all.
I'm not
paid
sure
then?
what was to come in. I paid
It was a
everything I
long
got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the 2 weeks ago stuff, that was just a check or a,
It was just a finish,
okay,
to my understanding, just finish off with,
Touch up type work.
yeah, or maybe there was parts or pieces they didn't have previously. I know that was some of the delay, it was just waiting for the product to arrive. So.
Not something you go to the hardware store for. You saw that. All right. I'll make a motion to approve the sheriff's quarterly report.
I'll second. Motion by Derby, seconded by Smith to approve the sheriff's quarterly report. All in favor, say aye.
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 All right. And Chris is here, so drainage?
The only thing I have a question on is Brian Miller.
Mhm.
I was gone, so I don't know what I'm supposed to call him about.
Okay, so he sent me a video of a big washout on his farm. Did I send you that video?
You have not sent me a video.
Oh, I thought I did.
I thought I sent it to you. Did I not? Because it was in the email that said call him.
I don't,
So it's
No.
a big
okay,
washout. It looks like maybe a 12-inch tile that dumps into a ditch.
okay.
and it's washed out from the video. It looks like it might be washed out 200, 300
It's down
feet
the way.
a ways.
Okay, okay,
So that's what that was about.
okay, I can certainly do that then.
And there's like sediment in the
Oh, sure.
ditch itself too.
And
That's
is it a district ditch or a road ditch?
a district.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, all right, I'll make sure I call him today.
Yeah, he sent a pretty complete video, so that was
Okay.
always helpful.
Oh, sure, and I've seen videos from him, but that was when we had the rain. So I don't think this is the same
This is
video.
later.
I think this is new. I think this is new
Okay.
discovery with harvest.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to call him. Otherwise, I don't have anything.
I talked to, well, Sean on Sunday night briefly, and he hadn't heard about the DD1 ditch repair from his dad, and so they were gonna discuss it,
Sean who?
Helgeson.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so hopefully here after they get done with some of the tiling, they'll probably get at that if it's still down, levels down.
Okay,
I'm gonna try and drive some more of it now that the waters are down and trying to identify GPS coordinates on where they are, and
okay,
so they can narrow it down a little bit, see if they have to haul it from point to point or just
keep going.
track it the whole way.
Okay.
So what's our experience when there's a culvert that's blocked that goes to the railroad?
Oh, that sounds awful.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
Blocked
So-
it, how?
Yeah.
Corn stalks and junk and stuff.
Can't we
And
just jet it?
Yeah,
is there? Do we have to get some kind of permission from?
As long as we're not
As long as
disturbing.
you don't disturb anything,
I think we're okay.
I would guess
doing that,
jetting
yeah.
would be fine.
Okay, so talk to Ethan about that.
Yeah, and then if he's got time, and I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
depend on the guys and if they can get up there, but
So, is it a drainage district that's a problem, or who's,
It's on land that I farm. There's a culvert that goes under the.
so I'm just wondering, how is that tied to the drainage districts then?
is it a district area or is it just a private area that there was a culvert?
No, it's district.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna have Jeremy. He was out there for some other stuff, and I was gonna have him look at it, but I just didn't know if there was what to do when it's under a railroad.
if it's the district, Ethan can help. If it wasn't a district, it's not our deal,
Got it.
so, yep.
Okay. Good to know. Anything else for drainage? Bill, you have anything for drainage?
Yeah, Terry, did you talk to Don Mathis at all?
Yeah. I did.
Okay. That private, is it still a private drain?
Oh, wait a minute, which one are you talking about now?
Well, it's their field that's right east of the fairgrounds,
Yeah,
and, the tile that's going across there, I mean, there's a pretty good wet spot there, and the main goes right across there into that ditch right there. And, I didn't know if you had,
well, we had walked it,
talked to.
we had walked it last spring late. And, most of it was due to the elevation of the outlet. It was, into the water at that time.
Yeah,
DD 12, Terry?
I'm looking right now, I think it is DD 12, so I'm on
That's
that,
you anyway.
I'm a trustee on that one with
Yep.
Don and Steve Ryman, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that we're dealing with, we wanted to get the water level down in the ditch, and that's the one Helgeson's are gonna be looking at, so.
yeah, you've talked to them about looking at that ditch, why it's higher on one side of the highway than the other?
Yeah, we're working on that. That's what I was talking about. I was
Okay.
gonna go from one end of the ditch to the other to identify problems, and under the highway is one of the problems we'll look at again. Last time I was
Yeah,
out there,
alright.
it was too high to see.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
And
just
then,
drive by on the highway and you can tell it's a lot shallower on the north side.
yeah, no, I've looked at it. And then there's, pretty good slough in. I can't remember what the drainage district is, just north of Buffalo Center where the highway or the dredge ditch crosses the mill road. There's a great big slough in there, and they thought there might be a few more in that ditch, so we have to at some point look at that.
So how far north?
Just north,
Just out.
just north of Gene Brass's, about a quarter mile.
Okay, so that must be the main DD3.
Or is it DD6? Because DD6 is.
I mean, DD6. I mean, yeah.
Is it DD6? Okay,
Well,
well, I couldn't
I'm
remember.
looking here.
South of Buffalo Center.
I'm trying to get.
There's a private tile that must have been the
6,
outlet. It's just plastic, and that's where it caved in. And the tile is down inside the slough end and the end of its plug. So I already talked to Derek Geggy about taking care of it.
All right. Yeah, that'd be DD6 main ditch.
Yeah,
Because north of that's another ditch that ties in Lat 1.
yeah.
So I'll just put a petition, I'll just make one up and then Derek's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she'll make the petition up.
All right.
So who called you about that, so I can write that down?
Betty Davis called me. They farm the ground on either side, both sides of the ditch right there.
Okay, thank you. Is it
The
David?
slough in is actually right up to the edge of the road that goes to the Buffalo Center Sewage Lagoon.
All right.
All right.
Anything else?
I don't.
I don't.
Not for me.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yep,
Hey,
thanks.
Scott, ready for you.
Oh, we didn't ask you. Did you have anything for drainage?
No, I didn't, but I knew that's what you were talking about there the other night. That was an amazing turnout.
Yeah. My ears were ringing in there. It's just so loud. Hundreds of people in there.
That's just North Iowa connections, so
Yeah. Well, it was southern Minnesota. It
Yeah.
was all over the place.
you got connects all across the country.
Celebration of life for Norm Holland. Yeah. What was it after 6? They served prime rib, and
Yeah,
I didn't stay for that
no,
part of
we
it.
didn't either, but yeah.
A lot of people, it was packed in there. I stood outside for a while talking to more people because I could hear out there.
Yeah.
Carla, you got that email from Scott about the cost of the stop signs too? That estimate that I was just trying to look it up.
Don't know.
Oh, here it is. $16.25. That's all I was looking for. Hey, Scott.
Hey,
Morning.
good morning.
What do you have for us today?
Well, today and tomorrow, we are setting box culvert on 4 20th Street, Buffalo Township. The crane's supposed to be set up and the first load of culvert pieces is supposed to be setting at noon today and then finishing up tomorrow morning. That project will have maybe a couple more weeks after that to get backfilled and get the roads
Did
built.
you have to divert the water there, or was it dry enough, or?
Yeah, it's been diverted here for a couple weeks already. But the site's been holding up nicely, so they haven't had to do a whole lot of touch-up on the banks or whatever. So, they've been jumping around doing some other stuff while they're waiting for the box and crane to line up.
Remind us again how big that was?
14 by 12. Been a couple years since we've set one that big.
Mm-hmm. Has the price gone up or stayed the same since all the weird pricing during COVID and?
I'd say inflation has been consistent with those, but not, I would say it's gone up like the price of ready-mix concrete has. So somehow isolated from that sort of thing.
They must be absorbing something there.
Yeah.
We had painters in yesterday and I believe finishing up either late last night or this morning. Got R20 and around rake painted out to Osmus, all that's looking pretty nice. They got rumble strips screwed in, so the road surface everywhere in the county pretty well complete. The remaining items are kind of punch list items on Osmus, like pulling out erosion control, silt fence and things like that when the grass grows, if we can get some rain to get the grass to grow. And then, of course, the railroad tracks on R20, still don't have a schedule for it. So, we're bugging them.
Did Winnebago Church Road get painted too? Or that's happening?
On their list to do, so I haven't seen it, whether they have painted it yet or not, but yesterday they were working their way that way and had run out of paint with a mile left on R20, so I don't know if they had more paint coming or with them or. So if it's not done already, it'll be soon, today.
Good.
I don't know if I'll maybe, I'll say this, we have a new employee who has accepted an offer in Buffalo Center. I'll maybe wait a little bit to tell you the name, until we get our ducks in a row there. We've got pre-employment stuff to go through and things like that.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you say there was quite a few applicants?
We had 13
Amazing.
and a good quality stack.
Well, good. And when would that employment start?
2 weeks.
Want to talk about stop signs?
We better see if Bill's
Oh,
got
is there-
anything for roads.
Okay,
I think that's all I have for roads.
sorry, jumping ahead.
Bill, do you got anything for roads?
No, nothing I can think of.
The mowing sure looks great everywhere. When they've got time, they really get up into the fields and
Hopefully it quits growing.
it really grew this year.
The shoulders look good out by Osmus, I guess.
Yeah, I thought that came together nice. Yep.
Is there anything on the transfer of those properties? Is everything going the way it should?
As far as I know, I
sale
don't
and-
have any updates on that.
Still waiting on the abstract people.
It's probably a good time for me to follow up on that.
does take a while, I'm sure. But they were all updated. I mean, you had them updated before, right?
No.
No.
We had
Nope.
we had an updated abstract on the salt shed properties, cause that was more recent purchase. But, you know, we've owned the shop properties since '39, and we've owned the farms since the late '60s. And I don't think they had the abstracts updated at that time.
Oh.
You know, no mortgages or any, you know, reason to involve an attorney probably. So,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it'd take much. I think it's just a matter of getting something moved from this part of the desk to in front of a person and.
And
getting
making the
that.
phone call. It's done. Okay. That'd be good to check on that. It'd be kind
Yeah.
of fun to know how that is progressing. All right, anything else for secondary roads? Let's move to number 6, discussion with possible action, Scarville stop sign.
Have you talked to Scarville?
I have, yeah. And after Scott sent an estimate, then it was a little bit easier to talk to them about it. Certainly nothing in writing, but I talked to the mayor and some other Scarville leaders, and they just want it done. They don't think that it's going to be a problem with them coming up with half of that money
Okay.
to pay for it.
Their half.
Their half. Do you need more assurance than that?
I would at least need to know who to send the invoice to. When Thompson did it, we basically took a copy of the invoice and had them pay half of it off the invoice. And so,
Oh,
I just wanna
directly, not repay us.
right, that's how we did it in that case.
Okay.
Just,
Well, I guess I would send it to the mayor then.
Okay.
Because they had not had a council meeting. So, you know, it would of course have to go through council, but he was assuring me. And then other people have said if the council won't pay for it, then they were gonna have a fundraiser for it. So.
okay, somebody will need to pay the bill, whether they have the money raised or not.
Right.
So that'll be the,
How long does it take to get it?
I don't know.
And how long would it take to have it installed? And when does it need to be paid for?
I would expect we could get it within a few weeks, couple weeks.
Seems like the last time it didn't take long to get one.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of putting a couple bolts in to get them up and assembling the
Solar.
solar panel stuff. I don't think it was too much. It's a time of year where we could probably get to that pretty quickly.
Okay.
So if we could move forward with our end of it here, with the contingency they pass their
They
end
have
of
their
it, and
council.
then he could order it after that.
Yeah. Well, I'll make the motion to purchase the, what do you call them? Lit up blinker stop signs.
Solar-powered blinker stop sign,
And just to be specific, we're doing 2 of them,
north, south.
north and south, right?
Yeah.
It's a 4-way, but I don't think we need it for the other way.
No.
That's where you guys sit all the time on that side.
And of course, when we're not there, that's when this happens.
That's what a number of the people in Scarville said. You know, it's great that you've been there and that you've come, but when you're there, nobody does it.
That's just the usual problem.
Sure.
The moment you leave, it just starts up.
Okay, anything else on that? Otherwise, I'll just follow up with their council.
I'll second your motion.
Oh, thank you. All right, all in favor say aye.
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 Thanks, Bill. Motion passed. All right, consider for approval equipment purchase for secondary road department. You sent an email on that? And called everybody, right?
I did. I don't know if it's worth all the backstory, but we are working on a purchase of a truck chassis for a plow truck. We had budgeted money for the chassis. The money for the plow equipment will be in next year's budget. So we'll just have to try and work on the timing so that we can get a truck ordered, and then built so that the money's available when we need it. So the chassis will be ordered, it's a current year model, not a next year model. And so it should be delivered maybe within the year, within the calendar year. And then we'll line up the outfitting with one of various outfitters, I guess, and see how the timing will work and the payments and everything.
But you think that part will be on next year's budget?
It'll be on next year's budget. This year's budget was pretty light in the equipment category. So we had this purchase, and then we were looking at possibly upgrading a loader and a pickup. So there's not money in there, I would think, to get the snowplow put in. Even if we pushed off everything else.
And that was what, 147, 333?
147, 333.
Well, seeing the delays in getting one, I think we need to stay on this and work with our budget as we allocated. I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of the truck chassis to be delivered later.
I'll second that motion. Motion by Derby, seconded by Smith to approve equipment purchase for secondary roads. All in favor say aye.
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 Alright,
These are duplicate, just so I can give them to Carla. So, your signatures, please.
Oh. Anything else on that, Scott?
That's all on that.
Anything else for roads? All right. We're gonna move to item number 8, discussion with possible action, adding step family members to the funeral leave policy. What is the funeral leave policy right now?
Funeral leave policy says a full-time regular employee may be excused from work for up to 5 days with pay in the event of the employee's spouse, child, mother, father, and 3 days with pay in an event of death of employee's mother, father-in-law, brother, sister, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, grandparent, grandchild, or guardian for attendance at the funeral. Employee will be allowed 1 day to service pallbearer. So we're just
So-
requesting,
Clarification on that.
yeah, step, I talked to somebody who said, they had gone to a stepbrother's, had 3 days off for a stepbrother. So I think it's just a matter of putting it in the policy, because I think we've been doing it that way, just need to have it in there.
So we already have been
Well, as
Without knowing it.
paying it
probably
and,
without,
I think, step, now would you define it as stepfather, mother, or sibling?
I would,
and not go as far as the brother.
Including
I
step,
would say, step mother or father, step,
sibling, or
Sibling.
children,
and then stepchildren.
yeah. I think that would cover it. I don't think we wanna go too far out
No,
from that.
no, I don't.
What's your thoughts, Bill, on it?
I don't have a problem with including that. A lot of times people are as close to their step family as they are their real family, sometimes closer.
Cause they've already lost their parent or something and,
And I think it's, you know, like stepchild, like if I lost a stepchild, I,
it'd be
You'll be
devastating.
gone for
Need to
5
be there.
days, yeah.
yeah.
So what have we omitted though in the step part of it versus the original one? The brother-in-law,
The
the
term step is
sister-in-law?
not in there,
No,
Yeah,
the term step.
But you're-
mother-in-law, father-in-law, which is that maybe, I don't know. Grandparent, grandchild. I don't know.
Well, I think as we discussed, if we stick to the stepfather, mother, siblings, and children, that would kind of cover it.
doesn't include a grandfather though, then.
Step grandfather.
It'd be simpler to just leave it, all of it, instead of changing it.
Or do we just say step family?
Including step. Maybe I should,
I don't think you want to go out to step cousins and
yeah.
step nephews.
Well, no, yeah, no,
You
not
gotta
that.
draw a line somewhere.
Yeah,
But if it lists grandparents,
that wasn't the intent of my thought.
it lists grandparents, parents, siblings, and in-laws. It specifically says that in the,
Maybe we,
just leave
maybe I
it.
should talk to Mike Galloway and see how he would word it,
Mhm.
and then bring it back next week.
Yeah.
I think so
that'd be
too.
good. That's
Alright.
kind of what our intent is, so you know what to tell him. And
Okay, bring it back next week.
Okay, thank you. Number 9, discuss budget letter for department heads and a timeline for fiscal year 27 budget.
I gave that to you, I kinda rewrote last year's, you gotta see what you wanna add or subtract out of that letter.
how are the constraints with the state restrictions gonna be on us?
I don't know, and I think they're really planning to overhaul the whole system this year in legislation, so,
That's what we thought last year.
well, but they have made it very clear that they are going to get it done this year, so
But after this budget's certified, probably.
I don't know that answer. They've made us go back and redo it before, so
Yeah.
I don't,
Or allowed us if it's beneficial.
I don't know.
That's been where the monkey wrench has been, like I say, cause we're done and then these things are still coming down the pipe. Kinda upends the apple cart.
Yeah. Well, I think, let's see, so for your benefit bill, did you send it to him at all, or?
I don't think I've seen
So
it.
in here, she just talks about, she's attached the 2027 budget request forms, county share of IPers, and gives all those numbers for each of the type of workers they are, the FICA number, the insurance, we don't have the insurance yet, but we'll get that earlier this year,
Yeah,
won't we?
we will.
Yeah.
It should be right by November.
But insurance, they're thinking 3%. Let's see, have them filled out by January 10th so we can start the process. Once you've started, there'll be minimal changes. Then House File 718 limits our ability to levy, and there will be tax reform. This legislative session with the legislators calling for massive cuts to property tax, so budget accordingly.
What will make your life easier on this?
I don't know at this point because I don't know what they're gonna do.
To walk down to the Capitol with a big stick and speak softly.
Maybe.
I don't think you need to, speaking softly, I think is over.
I mean,
I think this is about all we can do,
I
really.
think
at
so
this
too.
point, yeah.
I hate to go
And
too
I'm-
far into it and
Yeah, and what date did I put on there? Because it was-
10th.
December 1.
Yeah, so we've got some time, I just wanted to
Yeah.
get it.
Oh,
done so
refill,
you could
fill
see.
out the sheets and return them by January 10.
Yeah.
And if we can just make sure that everybody gets the information to you as quickly as they can too,
Mhm.
that'll help. But yeah, there's things that are unknown. So do you
I-
just want to talk about
I
it?
think this was just discussion, I don't really need any action, I just wanted you to see if there was anything you wanted to change or,
I think it looks good.
and they still haven't released the IFRS rates yet, so that'll change and the insurance will change, it's just. like I said, I
It's a
wanted
place to
get
start.
everybody in. Mhm.
Okay. Number 10, consider for approval moving November 11th board meeting to November 12th due to the Veterans Day holiday.
are we close the 11th?
Mhm.
Okay.
And we have to have canvass for the election on the 12th anyway, so
Oh, so we'd be here. I'm fine with that.
All right, I'll make a motion to move the meeting of November 11th to November 12th due to the Veterans Holiday.
I'll second that. Motion by Derby, seconded by Smith to move November board meeting to the 12th. All in favor, say aye.
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 Consider for approval of the auditor's transfers.
I'll make a motion to approve the auditor's transfers.
I'll second that. We have a motion by Derby, seconded by Smith to approve the auditor's transfers. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Open forum. Oh,
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
Steve.
mention from our department, we are deputy testing tomorrow to fill our open position that we have. And then, we had a jailer that resigned and the hours and stuff just didn't work for them. So, we do have one tentatively to fill that spot, so we're just filling the holes. There's no add-ons, but just to let you know.
okay.
Yeah, jailers is a tough job to fill.
It is, it can be awfully overwhelming, it's, a lot more than I think people realize from the outside looking in, yeah.
What kind of credentials do they have to do that job? They get certified as a jailer then?
Well, you will be, within a year, we send you to the 40-hour week-long jail school. You have to do that within 1 year of the hiring date, and then just, of course, your minimum hiring standards, like any other job, but, that's, in essence, it there, so.
Can they actually do their job while they're training and?
Yep, it'd be like a police officer getting hired as well. You have to send them to the academy within 1 year of the hiring date. So you're doing a lot of OJT type stuff,
Okay.
deep shadows, so.
All right.
Anything else for open forum today? AJ? Nothing? All right then. Nothing on the back of the sheet, so that means we stand adjourned.